Hello, my name is Chris Covert, and I've chosen Roe v. Wade for my persuasive speech. In the summer of 1969, it would prove to be a pivotal year for many things: Woodstock, muscle cars, but most of all, it would be the breeding grounds for Roe v. Wade. Norma McCorvey was a 20-year-old woman whose marriage had failed and she was pregnant. She would become the face of Jane Roe, an alias that she would take on that would drive the landmark decision making legalized abortion in the United States. Texas state law was put into place in 1859, making abortion illegal. Now, up to this point in time, prior to 1970, the laws targeted the doctors who performed these abortions, not the patients. And this might have caused there to be some problems with this case, saying that they would not be able to go ahead with it because it wasn't the lady who had a problem with it, they had a problem with the doctor. Now, it was originally argued in December of 1971 and was originally brought to court, and it was re-argued in October 1972, and it was decided in January 1973, making this Texas state law illegal, that you had your right to have an abortion. Excuse me. Now, one of the things that this originally had a problem with and how they based their judgment off of was the rights to privacy. Now, the 9th Constitutional Amendment, states that the enumeration of the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed or denied or disparage others retained by the people. The judges found otherwise. In their unanimous opinion issued in June 1970, that the Texas state abortion laws were declared unconstitutional because they deprived single women and married couples the right to secure by the 9th Amendment to choose whether or not to have children. Now, in May of 1970, Mr. Wedding and Mrs. Coffey, Jane Roe's attorneys, amended this case to a class action lawsuit to allow it to be represented not only by Jane Doe, but by every pregnant woman. Now, there were some state stipulations and regulations after it passed, such as during the first trimester of pregnancy, an abortion decision must be left to the medical judgment of the pregnant woman's attending physician. During the second trimester, a state could regulate the abortion procedure in ways that are reasonably related to maternal health. During the stage subsequent to viability, the state may regulate and even proscribe abortion except where it is necessary in appropriate medical judgment for the preservation of life and the health of the mother. So the state there were certain laws and stipulations that could be put on by the state, and so there's first and second trimester of the state of viability, and then also had to be performed by a qualified physician. Many contentious groups, people stood on their soapboxes and pontificated to the masses what is ethical, right, wrong, or indifferent. But at the end of the day, when the chips are down, it all boils down to this: every American citizen has rights according to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. The right to privacy, the right to choose, and these were exercised and walked all over state laws. This is just one individual who opened the doors and let the flood waters in. This is my speech and my conclusion.